This broadcast is brought to you by Daily Mail News Company.
On this day, December 8th of 1941, our country is in deep sorrow for the events of yesterday. The Japanese made a deliberate attack against the United States. At Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, hundreds of Japanese fighter planes ambushed our American naval base. Bombs were dropped on several of the United States naval ships and on shore. We will now hear from President Franklin Delano Roosevelt on the matter.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation, and the Japanese government has deliberately sought to deceive the United States by false statements and expressions of hope for continued peace. I regret to tell you that very many American lives have in fact been lost. However, with confidence in our armed forces, with the unbounding determination of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph. So help us God. And excuse me. Yes, you in the front. I ask that you, Miss Edwards, please pay attention. Thank you. I ask that the Congress declares that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
While the attack lasted just 2 hours, the damage is devastating. The Japanese fighter planes have successfully destroyed nearly 20 American naval ships, including 8 of our battleships. Along with this, they've also destroyed a large number of our aircrafts as well. Over 300 planes were demolished in the attack. With this, more than 2,000 American soldiers and sailors have lost their lives in the attack, and over 1,000 remain wounded. The Japanese were also careless in dropping bombs on the shore, killing innocent civilians in their homes and at school. Mark this, that the Japanese are solely responsible for these attacks under the commands of Admiral Isiroko Yamamoto and Vice Admiral Koichi Nagumo.
The most casualties were on the USS Oklahoma and USS Arizona, 2 key battleships to the United States Navy. However, this will not delay the United States in taking action against Japan. Several U.S. destroyers have already been sent out to fight Japan, with over 130 million Americans united for the victory against them. This marks America's entrance into the war. While Japan has tried to take America down, this attack will only unite Americans more, as we will now fight with a common cause and desire for revenge. America will not be subservient to a hostile nation like Japan. Let this attack bring Americans together as we enter the war ready for a complete victory.
We are going to win this war, and we are going to win the peace that follows.
This day will never be forgotten by Americans. Never forget Pearl Harbor will be a driving force for Americans in this time of war. Citizens are asked to go to their nearest government facility if you wish to contribute to the war effort. Let us not be set back by the attacks at Pearl Harbor, but build up to be the strong nation we have always been. This report has been brought to you by Daily Mail News Company.